Hey guys, Brian here at the Butcher Shop. Today we're going to talk about marinating. It's going to be the first part of our series of items that we marinate here at the shop to make things convenient and easy for you at home. So the first item on our list today is Tri-Tips. Originated in Santa Maria, California, it's a West Coast favorite, and being we're in the Pacific Northwest, that counts us in, guys. Tri-Tips are it, that's where we're at. So we're going to talk about our Tri-Tips. We have a peeled beef Tri-Tip, average weight about 3 to 3.5 pounds. We're going to marinate this Tri-Tip in a very simple marinade. We're going to put it in our tumbler. We're going to talk about the process of that and the seasonings that we use. We do a 30-piece Tri-Tip batch at a time, and we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. First, we're going to talk about the ingredients that we use. We use a simple soy sauce here. For our batch, it requires about 14 pounds of soy sauce. Minced garlic, California garlic. You can get that anywhere you want. Third item on our list is a little bit of Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce. We use about a 1/4 cup of this. And the final item, a little bit of Tabasco. Just gives it a little bit of edge. It's not hot by any means, but it just tops off that flavor. And the last item we're going to put in there is just a little bit of coarse black pepper, very minimal. Again, none of these items that we make here at the Butcher Shop are hot and spicy. They're for the whole family. We keep it that way. That way you can always add heat, but you can never take it out. All right, so now we got all of our ingredients. We got our Tri-Tips. We have our ingredients for our marinade. We're going to go ahead and move over to the tumbler and show you how that process works and why it works. All right, guys, so this is our tumbler. It's a real simple machine. Basically, picture your wash machine set on its side with a couple baffles inside, all stainless steel, food-grade equipment. We're going to put the Tri-Tips inside this machine. All 30 pieces are going to go in. Once we get these guys loaded in here, we'll throw our marinade ingredients on top. 30 Tri-Tips in there. We got room for a lot more, but we like to do small batches. That way we can keep everything as fresh as possible for you guys. All right, first ingredient to go in, we're going to go ahead and put our soy sauce in there. A little bit of Worcestershire. A little splash of Tabasco. All right, our minced garlic. Spread that all around. Now, I mentioned this is like your wash machine because it's going to spin around. It's going to agitate these pieces of meat and import that seasoning all the way through into the center. That's the whole point of marinade, is get that flavor on the inside, not just the outside. All right, and that last ingredient, a little bit of black pepper to go in there. It's about 2 ounces total. All right, now we're going to put the lid on our machine here. Okay, so now that we have the lid on here, we're going to go ahead and hook up a vacuum to this machine. What that's going to do is it's going to pull all the air out of this machine, and it's going to allow the pores of the meat to open up, soak all the marinade all the way through the center. That way we get an even flavor profile all the way through the center of the piece of meat. So we're going to hook this hose up. Go ahead and turn on our vacuum. It takes about 5 minutes to pull the right amount of air out. We're going to go for about 20 on our gauge. It's going to give us the right amount of pull on this product so that it marinates all the way through. All right, now that we've pulled the air out of the machine, we're going to go ahead and turn the tumbler on. We're going to set our timer. Things tumble at different speeds and different times based on their size and how many you're doing. These Tri-Tips, like I said, they're about 3.5 pounds on average. We're going to tumble these for 1 hour. That's a long enough time that it'll suck all the marinade in there, and it will pull that flavor all the way through the center. Normally we'd always do this in refrigeration. That way we keep the meat as cold as possible. We don't want it to come up to room temperature. We want to keep it at a safe zone. Try to keep it below 37 degrees or less Fahrenheit. All right, so now we have our finished product out of the tumbler. This is what it looks like. You see it has a nice brown color to it. Same color all the way through. Nice even marinade. That's the beauty of the tumbler. It makes everything even. It's not like the old days when you put it in the Tupperware and you forget to turn it over 6 hours later to marinate the other side. These are marinated, got a flavor profile that's unique, and all the way through the whole piece. It's even, it's uniform, and it's just going to make your mouth go crazy. So we have these marinated in the counter, but we take it one step farther for you here at the Butcher Shop. We go ahead and package them up individually in a nice Cryovac bag. That way if you're heading out of town, camping for the weekend, a coast trip, whatever the case may be, just having friends and family over for a barbecue, it's nice, easy. It's not going to leak in your car on the way home. You can put it in your fridge. You don't have to worry about a marinade. These Tri-Tips, not only are they full of flavor, they're simple to cook, guys. There's a couple easy ways you can do this. I personally do mine at 350. I like to go 20 minutes per side. Some people like to stay at the 350 range, and they like to flip after 12 minutes. Either way, your total cook time is going to be somewhere around that 40 to 45 minute range. Sometimes, depending on your barbecue, I know mine flares up a little bit. You might get a little charring on the outside. But that's indicative of your barbecue, not the product that you're barbecuing. So If you have a barbecue that flares up like mine, you might need to keep an eye on it to kind of cook off to the side of that heat. Simple cook, easy to slice. Everybody will love it. You can probably feed anywhere on a 3-pound tri-tip, depending on how big of eaters you are, generally about 6 people. But I'm telling you, once they start eating this, you might only be able to feed 4 people on these. I don't think they're gonna stop once they start. So guys, when it comes to cutting these tri-tips, it's really pretty simple. All you gotta do is know that this is a tri-tip, which means it has 3 sides, hence the word tri-tip. There's gonna be some grains that run in this meat that run from one end to the other, and you can see them here. So when you cut this tri-tip, you can start at the point end or the long end. I prefer to start at the long end. And you're just going to want to slice across these grains. That's going to help make the meat more tender so that you're not cutting with the grain. It's going to make it more palatable and more chewable for you. But you can see I kind of just scored this one. I didn't actually cut all the way through it, but I cut across the grains each and every time. That's going to be the right way to cut it. If you cut the other way, there's a chance it might come out tough. It's still going to have a fantastic flavor. But if you just take the time to recognize where it's going, you might want to look at this before you put it on the grill while it's in a raw form. They might stand out a little bit more for you. Just go ahead and take a quick peek at it, know which way you want to cut this out. It might help you out when it comes time to slice this and put it on a plate. I like to slice mine 1/2 inch or less. That way if you want to use it for a tri-tip sandwich the next day or something like that, you have options in the event that you don't eat it all at one time. Next time you're by the butcher shop, come by and see us try out one of these tri-tips. It's barbecue season. I hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day in life to watch this. Come by and see us at the butcher shop. Thank you very much.